So we're here to find out about like how you guys work in the school with like your gardens and all that stuff, because we want to build one for Dobbins. We feel that it's something that's very important to have in a school, to have access to like greens and plants and just be able to have like a cool, chill, clean space.
Our school does CTEs a little differently. We have like a 3-year CTE program where in 9th grade you just start out, you're doing regular high school, and then in 10th, 11th, and 12th you actually choose your CTE shop that you're going to be in until you graduate. So we have a lot of shops, like I am in biotechnology, so it's a very science-based shop. We have culinary arts, we have business, we have building property maintenance, cosmetology, barbering, graphic design, very popular shops that are at our school. And we think that a garden can really impact a lot of these different shops. Like essentially, building property maintenance can help build the things, culinary can cook the things, and other things like that. So this can really be like a way to bring our different shops together in our school is what I think we're mainly trying to get at.
I'm very excited to start this project. I feel like attempting to get us together and to get us to do a project that we all, like every single shop, can participate in will be a big thing for us, definitely.
I'm also looking forward to your own project because I think it's good to have growth in the community, like spreading the word, getting the word out, because that's really our agenda, to expand the community. And I am happy for you guys. So yeah. We'll break down afternoon to you. It is CTE just like you guys: agriculture, food, natural resources, career, technical education. An intensive 1-year program for high school seniors to explore the connections between food, agriculture, gun violence and the environment, climate change, and the health of people and the planet. And after, learn by doing things, putting knowledge into action, and earning while learning. We have planted many things. Like I said, it is winter, so it looks like a drought, but we've had lettuce, basil, peppers, tomatoes, sunflowers, lavenders, anything you can really think of that is school appropriate, we've had in the garden. Everything that you also see was built by hand by students. The beds, yes. This is a school garden, but it's also open to the community. We have a food resource room where we have meals prepared. We have fresh grown crops out of our own garden that is open and given to the public.
In here, we made a bed for tulips that we planted 2 months ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2 months ago.
Tulip bulbs.
It took us a while to actually get the stuff to make it.
Just recently, maybe a few months ago, our garden got vandalized and we had to rebuild this entire construct. A lot of these beds were peppers and lettuce. Unfortunately, some people do not really take appreciation of our garden and like to vandalize it, but keep pushing. The grind don't stop. Yeah. Students themselves planted all these. They monitored them, they planted them, and now they are class decoration, which they are also free to take home. But we have different teams as far as the kitchen team, garden team, grow crowd team, and other teams. But yes, this is our grow towers.
Here we have strawberry, thyme, what's over here? Viola mix, more strawberries down here, oregano, garlic chives, and garlic buncheon onions.
First we have to take a watering can, which is under that table behind you, and then fill it up with tap water, and then add the A and B stuff, like the nutrients and the food for the plants, into the watering can, and fill up and then take this part off, and then pour it in there.
I like to say my tag is I teach young folks to read, write, and make sense of the world, and I side hustle for social good the rest of the time. We started doing gardens, we started cultivating in the gardens, and simultaneously I started a business accelerator program. We call it the Business 101 Side Hustle Accelerator. We're helping young folks take ideas from the garden to the marketplace, right? And so they can take items that we create in the garden and then make them into sustainable hustles. For example, we grow herbs. And so we learn how to make herbal teas. But here's the other thing we do. We can create experiences for people, because sometimes if you create higher value, instead of just making a product, you can make an experience, and people will pay a premium for experience. So like teaching people how to make tea, how to make like teas to solve like medicinal reasons and the like, right? And so, yeah, we're just super excited to be a part of the afternoon program, and we're excited that Dobbins, which is like a mecca for vocational tech programs.
My name is Siani Strickland. I'm an 11th grader at the youth school, and for my sustainable side hustle, I decided to build bee hotels to help pollinate the garden in the yard. Also because I just felt as though the bees are really helpful with growing plants and food and flowers, things like that, fruits.
So this is a flower called calendula, C-A-L-E-N-D-U-L-A, calendula, but calendula. You can use it in, so it's called poor man's saffron. So saffron makes things orange. So you can use it in rice, you can use it in desserts. You can put it in oil, which is what this is. This was sunflower oil, which was clear, or like a little bit light yellow. And now you can see it's a beautiful yellow. It is an herb that is incredibly good for your skin. It's good for your hair. It's good for your digestion. It's the least risky herb. Almost nobody is allergic to it. It's like one of these herbs that you can eat. You can use it in your skin. It's super safe. It kind of grows like a weed. I mean, once you plant it outside, it'll keep growing. It's pretty easy to grow. My afternoon students, as a side hustle, can create a kit for you to do herb sampling, and we could actually create a kit for herb teas. And we can create a kit for making your own like body bar, like lotion bar, which is like for your hands or your feet or your heels or your face. Like a it's easier to make than soap because it's basically oil and beeswax, and you melt them together, pour them in a mold. We can make you a kit. So if you saw outside, we have these grow bags. Did you see those? They're basically fabric bags. Fill them with soil. They have handles. You can put them on a pallet. You can just put one. Again, during the pandemic, I sent them to my students. All had them in their houses, so they could put them in their backyard or on their front step, you can't put them in your room. But they're very convenient, and you can cluster a bunch. I have a bunch in my driveway. I call it my driveway farm. I have like 30, and I have herbs in some. I have one tomato in some, and it's like you can grow a lot of stuff. You can get different sizes. They're inexpensive. It's like a very low investment.
All right, so Afner is known for making like a lot of creative things. Like for example, right now we're basically taking the seeds out of the cottons and turning them into this.
You just actually missed our live in action banana pudding. We made banana pudding and smoothies. You can see here our lovely friend here, Maya. She made a smoothie just a few minutes ago. And in this kitchen, we have the amazing Chef Gail. Where we learn recipes. My first recipe that I learned was chocolate chia pudding. Best thing ever.
More often than not, we're using the fresh herbs that are available here. Some of the other foods that we grow outside as well. The focus is high nutrition, fresh, and delicious.